Hi there, I'm Jeremy, and today I'm going to be showing you how to properly set up and use a Nintendo 64. The Nintendo 64, or just N64, was released way back in 1996, so it's starting to get on in years as game consoles go. Thankfully, despite being made obsolete with the advent of LCD screens and HDMI cables, it's still easy to get your hands on a TV that supports RCA connectors, so getting one all set up is a relatively simple process once you understand what you're doing.
Before you begin, you'll first need to make sure you have the main console, the power cable, the RCA cable, at least one controller, and finally, a game cartridge. Oh, and we can't forget about the TV. First, plug the power cable into the large slot on the back of the console. The transformer won't go in upside down, so make sure you're holding it the right way. Once it's attached, the other end of the cable will plug into any standard outlet. It doesn't use a ground, but it does use differently sized prongs. Next, attach the RCA cable to the back of the console. This tab here means that, like the power cable, the RCA cable only goes in one way. After that, plug the other end of the RCA cable into the audio and video input ports on the back of the television. On a modern TV, these ports are color-coded, so all you have to do is attach red to red, white to white, and yellow to yellow.
On an older TV, the correct ports might not be immediately obvious. You just have to remember that red is the right speaker's audio, white is the left speaker's audio, and yellow is the video. If your TV doesn't have stereo sound, plug in only the red and yellow cables, then set the sound to mono in the game's options menu.
Now, plug in as many controllers as you need into the controller ports on the front of the main console, going from left to right. Most N64 games will alert you if you don't have a controller plugged into the first port. If the game you're going to play uses a peripheral like a memory card, rumble pack, or Game Boy adapter, be sure to plug that into the back of the controller before you turn the console on. Be aware that most games use the controller's middle and right prongs. Only a handful of games use the left and right prongs, and fewer still use the left and middle prongs. Now that the console is fully wired, insert the game cartridge into the slot at the top of the console with the label facing toward you. Make sure it's in securely, otherwise the game is likely to experience errors. Finally, set up your television's input. Again, on a modern TV, this is relatively easy. Just press the input button and navigate to the correct source. On an older TV, you'll instead need to change the channel to either 3 or 4, depending on your TV's specific model. And there you have it. Simply flip the power switch to the on position, and if you've done everything correctly, you're good to go. Happy gaming!